Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. On each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we are taking a look at our continuing Alvin and the Chipmunk movies as we take a look at Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakuel. And if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified with each new episode. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation.
Wow!
So like I said, today we're covering Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakuel. This was released on December 23rd, 2009, and it was directed by Betty Thomas. The story was written by John Vitti, Jonathan Abel, and Glenn Berger. The production companies were 20th Century Fox, Dune Entertainment, Regency Pictures, and Balgadazarian Entertainment. And it was distributed by 20th Century Fox. The budget for this movie was $70 million, with a box office return of $44.1 million. But before we get into the movie itself, let's take a brief history on the Chipettes. So in 1982, on the Alvin and the Chipmunks Goes Hollywood album, there was a track where Alvin performed a duet with Charlene the Chipette. The song was You're the One That I Want from Grease, and the album cover featured a female chipmunk with a blonde, long golden ponytail, and this is believed to be the basis for the Britney character. Janice Charmant said that the reason that the Chipettes were created was because her and Chipmunks creator Ron Bagdasarian Jr. could not cover female tracks, and they wanted female counterparts so that they could also do duets with the Chipmunks themselves. The Chipettes would go on to appear in several television series, TV movies, as well as albums throughout the 80s and 90s. So in terms of the cast of Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakuel, so we have Zachary Levi, who plays Toby Seville, David Cross as Ian Hawke, Jason Lee is Dave Seville, Justin Long provides the voice of Alvin, Christina Applegate is the voice of Brittany, Matthew Gray Goober, who is the voice of Simon, Anna Faris is the voice of Jeanette, Jesse McCartney as Theodore, and Amy Poehler as the voice of Eleanor. And then finally, we have Wendy Malick, who is Dr. Reuben. So in terms of the plot, after a concert mishap that leaves Dave in the hospital, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore end up in the care of Dave's 20-something-year-old cousin, Toby. The Chipmunks put aside their stardom to return to school and win a Battle of the Bands competition in order to save the school's music program. However, they meet their mats with the Chipettes, Brittany, Janine, and Eleanor, who are working for the Chipmunks' ex-manager, Ian Hawke. The Chipmunks and the Chipettes square off, and romance sparks, and crazy mishap ensue. So in terms of marketing, originally Jason Lee was supposed to have a bigger role in this movie, but because of scheduling conflicts with his sitcom, My Name is Earl, his role was scaled down to a brief cameo. This movie did win a 2010 Kids' Choice Award for Best Movie, and a soundtrack was released on December 1st, 2009, with pop song covers tracks by both the Chipmunks and the Chipettes. And then finally, a video game release was released for the Wii and the Nintendo DS. So would I recommend this movie? I think this is a great follow-up to the first Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. It's a great way to introduce the Chipettes. I wish the story was a little bit more focused. The story tends to divide the rivalry with the Chipettes and Alvin and the Chipmunks, along with a secondary story of Alvin becoming a very popular in high school and wanting to be more with friends and forgetting about his family. So I think this movie would have been better if they picked one storyline to go with, kind of like either the rivalry with the Chipettes or the popular storyline thing. Because I often found that the story feels rushed and it doesn't connect as well as if they had just focused on one. I also think the movie lacked without Jason Lee. His timing would have helped with some of the kind of more family moments as well as some of the comedy. I think Zachary Levi did his best, but it was just a purely thankless role. Overall, a good family film. I would recommend it for those with younger viewers. I think there's stuff in there for adults as well as the kid appeal with both the Chipettes and the Chipmunks. So thank you so much for joining us here on Disney Movie Investigation. I would invite you to please leave a comment below on what you think of Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakuel. And so for our next episode, we're going to take a look at a Disney Channel original movie as we look at Bad Hair Day, along with a bonus story as we're going to take a look at another Disney Channel original show as we take a look at Dumbo's Circus. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.